Smart people love to believe they're rational, but intelligence can become a psychological prison. Because the smarter you are, the easier it becomes to justify bad habits, avoid uncomfortable action, and overthink yourself into paralysis. You don't lose because you're not capable. You lose because your mind becomes too good at creating excuses that sound intelligent. And the worst part? Most highly intelligent people never realize it's happening. They think they're analyzing, but in reality, they're hiding. Your brain is powerful, so powerful, in fact, that it can build an entire maze designed to keep you stuck while convincing you that you're preparing. And this starts with one dangerous illusion. Thinking feels like progress. Reading productivity books feels productive. Watching self-improvement videos feels productive. Planning your future feels productive. But your brain doesn't always know the difference between preparation and movement. Psychologists call this dopamine anticipation. Your brain releases dopamine not only when you achieve something, but also when you imagine achieving it. That means overthinkers can become addicted to planning their future instead of building it. And intelligent people suffer from this the most, because the smarter you are, the better you become at imagining outcomes. You mentally simulate success so vividly, your brain rewards you before you've even taken action. That's why some people spend years researching a business idea they never start, or planning a fitness routine they never follow, or dreaming about becoming successful while doing nothing uncomfortable enough to become successful. And slowly, something dangerous happens. You become an expert in theory and a beginner in reality. Because action is emotionally risky. Thinking is safe. Thinking protects your ego. If you never try, you never fail publicly. And this is where overthinking becomes self-destruction. Because confidence is not built through intelligence, confidence is built through evidence, and evidence only comes from action. But overthinkers usually want certainty before action, and certainty does not exist. So the brain creates rationalizations instead. I need more information, I'm waiting for the right time, I'm just being careful, but deep down, most people already know what they need to do. They're just emotionally avoiding uncertainty. That creates something psychologists call cognitive dissonance. That's the mental tension created when your beliefs and actions don't match. You believe you're capable of greatness, but your daily behavior says otherwise. And instead of solving the problem through action, the brain protects itself with excuses. That's why intelligent people often sound wise, but feel stuck, because the brain would rather protect your identity than change your behavior. And here's the hidden truth nobody talks about. Smart people often become addicted to being perceived as smart. That becomes their identity. And once your identity depends on looking intelligent, failure becomes terrifying. You stop taking beginner risks. You avoid situations where you might look average. You hesitate to start things you won't instantly master. And slowly, perfectionism replaces growth. But growth was never supposed to look perfect. Your brain develops through neuroplasticity, the process where repeated experiences physically rewire neural pathways. In simple terms, your brain learns by doing, not by endlessly predicting, which means every awkward attempt, every failure, every uncomfortable action is literally reshaping your brain. But overthinkers try to avoid discomfort completely, and that's why they stay trapped. Meanwhile, less intelligent but more action-oriented people keep improving, not because they know more, because they fail faster. One person practices reality, the other practices imagination. And eventually, reality always wins. The world does not reward hidden potential, it rewards executed potential. So here's a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, stop trying to feel ready. Instead, use the 5-minute rule. Do the uncomfortable thing for just 5 minutes. Open the project, send the email. Record the video, study the skill, go to the gym. Not perfectly, just physically. Because action teaches the brain something overthinking never can, uncertainty is survivable. And once your brain realizes failure will not destroy you, the maze starts collapsing. Your intelligence was supposed to become a tool, not a cage. The smartest people are not the ones who think the most. They're the ones who can act despite uncertainty. Because in the end, a simple, imperfect action will always beat a perfect plan trapped inside your head.